it's Debbie Anthony here for Chalk Pretty Things. I'm an independent chalk couture designer and I welcome you to come and craft with me tonight. Tonight we're going to be using these chunky wooden hearts. They are a chalk couture surface and they're nice and thick and heavy, and I just love these. We're also going to be using this transfer here, which has different patterns that we can apply to the hearts. And I've seen other people do these and they're just wonderful, so I hope you enjoy them too. To begin, I'm going to go ahead and cut apart the transfer. Oops, and I forgot to get on my page. Let me just see. Give me just 1 second. Oops. Okay. Cut this apart. I don't know if you've ever heard of Chalk Couture, but they're a DIY company that sells silkscreen transfers, and they also sell chalk paste, and their paste is wonderful because it's non-toxic, easy to use, it cleans up easily, it's water soluble, and it just comes in all kinds of fun colors, so it's really fun to use. They also sell surfaces, and sometimes they're seasonal, like this. Right now it's just the hearts, but they're lots of fun. It's very easy to do. I'm going to start off with this small heart and this polka dot pattern. Now let's start off with the X and O's. Let's start off with the X's and O's. And all you do is you peel the transfer, the backing, away from the green silk screen. Peel it off. And then, if you can see, this has got a silk screen in the middle, so it helps the paste go on so evenly. I'm going to go ahead and apply it. It's sticky on the back, and since it is sticky, we want to fuzz it a little bit by putting it on a cloth, patting it down, and removing it. Do that 2 or 3 times. That helps prevent the transfer from sticking too bad to the surface and stretching out of shape. So I'm going to do it one more time. I'm doing it on the Chalk Couture fuzzing cloth, but you can do it on anything. You can do it on a towel. Hi, Bonnie. You can do it on your shirt if you wish, but I do like this fuzzing towel. I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the surface. We're going to line it up, line up the edges. Oops. As best we can. Gently rub it down to make sure there's not any bubbles in the underneath the transfer. And I thought I would use red paste on this. This is the paste. You're going to stir it up. If your paste is kind of thick, you can add some distilled water to it. Stir it up. And then you're going to paste it on here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paste here and there on this transfer. I'm going to use my squeegee. The squeegee is kind of angled, and so you can use the angled side to smooth it out. I'm just going to rub it on there, pressing it through the silk screen. You don't have to press very hard. You're just basically trying to get coverage. Paste it on evenly. And then you're going to gather up anything that's extra on your transfer, any extra paste, and put it back in your paste jar so that you're not wasting any paste. And it really doesn't take very much paste at all. Okay, one down. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. The transfer just peels off easily. Oh, this one bled a little bit. Maybe I had too much water in my paste. But look how cool that is. Doesn't that look nice? Can you guys see it? So easy. So easy. This transfer that I have here, I'm going to go ahead and clean it To clean the transfer, you just lay it on a towel or on your table. You squirt it with water, cleans up with water. And here I have, this is called a board eraser. Hi, Crystal. It's the equivalent of a magic eraser sponge. It's just in a different shape, and this one's sold by Chalk Couture, but you can use a sponge, you can use anything that you have to clean it. Just wipe it off. And you're trying to get all the paste out of the silk screen. Cleans it pretty easily. My board eraser was damp, but I'm going to peel it off. It's still a little sticky. And wipe the other side. And see how easy it was to clean? It's all clean now. I don't have any paste in the silk screen. I'm going to lay it aside on the table, sticky side up, to dry a little bit. Okay, one side down. Let's try the big one. I think maybe we'll try the Love transfer on this one. I'm going to go ahead and peel the transfer away from the backing. Fuzz it a few times. One of these sides is microfiber and one is a little bit softer, so I just go ahead and flip the sides. But basically all you're doing is trying to pick up some lint on this transfer so that it's not quite as sticky and it doesn't pull up the pieces of wood, and it comes off easily and doesn't stretch. So I do this 2 or 3 times depending on how sticky the transfer is, and they're all different degrees of stickiness. This one is brand new. These transfers are reusable. They guarantee 10 to 12 times reusing them, but many people get lots more. So you can continue using them over and over again. It's not just a one-time shot. Okay, so here is my transfer. I'm going to go ahead and lay it down on my heart. Smooth it on there so it's sticking pretty good and that you don't have any bubbles under the transfer. This paste here is called, what is it called? It's called Shimmer Shadow, and it's just a black, but the shimmer pastes are really, really nice. You want your paste to be the consistency of yogurt or sour cream, and they should be real smooth like this is, and the shimmers always are very smooth and creamy. I love using the shimmers. So I'm just going to dot some paste on here. And I'm going to clean off my squeegee of the red paste and dry it off. And then I'm just going to smooth it on. I'm just using that angled side. Smoothing it on. You don't have to be real neat because we're going to take off all the extra paste as we go. Smooth it on. I'm going to take off any excess paste and put it back in the jar. So you're really not using a whole lot of paste on this. See, I missed a spot right there. And as you peel this up, you can always check it to see if you've missed any spots. I think I've got good coverage, but let's check. So I'm going to peel it up and check. I go, oh yeah, this shimmer is gorgeous. Wow. I think I could have gone up a little higher on the transfer because it does look like it has a little border around it. I should have adjusted that a little bit, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this paste does dry pretty quickly, so we don't have too long to wait. But you know what, if I wanted to try this again, because I did have that border on the top, I could just, let me try it again. Let me show you how easy it is to reuse some of these surfaces. This one is not really a reusable one, but I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get this paste off so I can reposition this. I'm going to clean my transfer so I can get that paste out. do this one. Turn it over, do the other side, wipe it off. It looks good. I'm just going to let it dry for a second. But with this one, all I have to do is just get a wet cloth or a squeegee or something, and I can wipe it right off. It comes off really easily right now. There might be a little bit of staining with the darker colors like the black and the red. Anything dark might stain. But the board eraser usually does a really good job at taking care of that. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of dry it with a paper towel just a second. My surface, and I'm going to hit it with a little bit of heat to dry it for just a second. So I do have a heat gun. So this is just an embossing gun. Basically you could use a blow dryer or whatever you need to heat it a little bit, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little bit of heat to dry that surface again so I can chalk on it again. Okay, so I'm going to try that again. Here's my do-over. Here's my do-over. Okay, so I've got my transfer. It's clean. I'm going to put it up a little bit higher. Oh, is this the one? It's not the one, that's the small one. This one's the one. I'll dry it a little bit. How are the kids doing, Crystal? You guys doing good? Okay, I think that's a better placement for me. Oops, I got a bubble. Okay, let's try this black shimmer again. Shimmer shadow. And I'm going to get my squeegee, smooth it on. Take off the extra, the excess, and put it back in the jar. Okay, let's peel it off. Oh yeah, that's much better. Went all the way up to the top. Love it. Okay, we're back to cleaning it. And this bottle, this bottle just contains distilled water, and that's what we clean our transfers with. That's what we add to our paste. If they're too thick, it just helps us. We use distilled instead of tap because we don't want to introduce any impurities into our paste. So that's what we use. All right. So I'm going to dry everything. I'm going to dry this transfer a little bit and the red one, and we'll do the other side of them. Nothing like the sound of a hair dryer or heat gun. I guess it's better than watching paint dry as slow as it does. See, you can feel if they're dry just by touching them. This one might need a little more time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this one over. And we did the XO. Let's do the polka dots. Let's do the polka dots in this orange color. It's called Coral. Got my transfer. And they do stick to each other if you're not careful. Stick to themselves. So I'm going to buzz it. Turn this over. You can really see how sticky it is. See how it sticks to the mat. Crystal, if you want any more info on this, you can just type in info and it should send you a message back. If you're just interested in watching, that's fine too. I love to show off my craft. I think this is so fun though. It's very easy to do. It's actually relaxing. Okay, got my transfer on, no bubbles. And I think I said I was going to do the coral. Let me get my chair situated here. I have a rug under me and it tends to get stuck. Look at this one. Isn't it pretty? Can you guys see it? Okay, let's dot it on. My squeegee. Actually, I think I'm going to use a different squeegee. I'm just getting full of black. Okay, I'm going to use this little squeegee. Once again, I'm just going to smooth it on. Make sure everything's covered, all the silk screen's covered. Take off the excess. And since I'm taking off the excess too, it'll help it dry a little quicker. It won't be as thick. This is really just, it's so easy to do this. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? Here we go. Peel it off. It looks great. Look at that. Can you see it? Not sure if you can see that. I think my light's too bright, but it does look great. Okay, I'm just going to hit it with the gun for just a second. this one still is kind of shiny, so I'm worried that it's not dry. Carefully, because I think it is still a little wet. Okay, we have this one with the lines around it, the outlines. So we're going to take off our backing, separate the backing from the transfer. And I think this is the hardest part of the whole thing. There, I got it. I'm going to make sure that I don't let it stick to itself this time. Boy, this side of the transfer of the fuzzing cloth is filthy. Fuzz it. Lift it. One more time. Goes. Gonna lay it on top. Press it down gently, smooth it out so there's not any air bubbles underneath. This one I'm gonna do pink. And this is called Raspberry Sorbet. Let's turn it up a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna dot it on. Clean off my squeegee. Smooth it. It's a beautiful cup. Wow. Love this color. I notice that if I have the paste in one place and I have a whole bunch, too much of it, then I will, I can move it to a place where there's not any. And I do have a little bubble right there. Okay, we'll see how that turns out. I'm going to remove the excess paste. We'll see how that bubble's going to do. I'm going to lift it up just a little bit at a time so that I can kind of check on that air bubble. Looks good so far. I think it's okay. Finish peeling it off. Wow. What do you think? There. It's beautiful. I really like it. I'm gonna dry it. Oh yeah. I bet you the baby would like it. So here it is. I thought maybe it needed like a little embellishment, like a ribbon or something. So I have a couple ribbons here. Here's one. So I thought maybe, this one's pink and black, so maybe if I did like a black ribbon, with, these are red, I think, polka dots, but let's try it. Let's do a little bow. Let's rip it off. Okay. Look at this ribbon too. I think I should always open things ahead of time. It makes my life easier. Okay. Actually, I've seen some bows where they just, I don't know what you call them. They're just kind of very simple bows. They cut a couple colors, a couple strips of this ribbon, then they'll cut a couple strips of this ribbon. Oh, this is kind of sheer. See how it's sheer in the middle? I like it. A couple strips of this ribbon. And maybe one more of the red. Maybe that'll bring it together. This one's sheer too. So what people have done, oh, maybe I should do one more color just because. I'm gonna do one more. So they're about the same size. These scissors aren't very good. There we go. So what they do is they layer them. So they do maybe the black and the polka dot, and then they'll do maybe the black below. Let's do the black below and the polka dot, black below and the polka dot, and then the red polka dot, and they just kind of crisscross these. And then they get a piece of twine or string or whatever they happen to have, and they just kind of tie them in the middle. So I have this, it's just like a silver string. It goes with my Bodabra, but I'm going to use it for this to tie it. You can use twine or even a piece of embroidery floss or anything you have around the house. Just get a little piece. I think I have it too evenly spaced. Let's see. Then they just kind of tie it all together. So it looks like it's not all together in the same layout, which I think I just smushed them all together, but we'll fix it. Smush them out. And then just tie them. Tie it in a knot. Cut off the extra string. Turn on my glue gun real quick. And then we would glue it on here. But let's see. I think they're kind of long. I'm going to trim them up a little bit. Next time I'll have better scissors. Okay, so we'll go, I think I like it on the black side. Probably put it right here. Let me make one more bow, or maybe we should do something just a little different. Maybe we'll just use this red. Just tie a little bow. I think I'm going to put it on the orange side. Let me just see if my glue gun's ready. It's not quite ready. Okay, let's give it another second. So Crystal, do you have any questions about this project? Looks like it'd be fun for Valentine's Day, wouldn't it? They just kind of sit on your shelf, and you could put ribbon around the outside. You could put decorate it with whatever you want. One thing that you can do too is when the paint is wet, the chalk is wet, you could drop glitter on it so it would dry in the paint, the paste, and it would look really pretty too. Okay, let's give it a try here. Okay, one little dot, that's all we need. That's one. I didn't put my transfers away and they're getting pretty sticky. Causing me some trouble. And just another little dot right here. Hi, Phil. And here's our little hearts. They're two-sided. There's this side and there's this side. So we have two-sided hearts. All right, guys, that's my project for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can answer any questions you have. I really do appreciate you guys watching this. I hope you have a great Sunday night, the rest of it, and that's the end of our weekend. See you guys. Bye.